Welcome everyone. This is your Elliot Wave Master Course Intermediate Stage Part 1. In this part, we will discuss your tools, right? The main tools you will require for your Elliott wave labeling and what is subwave theory. Okay. If you have not understood how to identify waves, I would suggest you go back to the beginner stage, and learn how to identify the rules, right? Since we are not going to discuss how to identify waves here, we are going to discuss how do we calculate them. This is the second stage, a higher difficulty and higher importance, greater importance. How do you calculate the waves, right? So if you want to calculate the waves, you must know which wave you're in. Okay, what is the wave you're expecting next? Okay, so for that, let's quickly have a look at subwaves. Now we already know that wave within a wave is called subwave, right? If you have watched the last part 8 of the beginner stage, you know that subwave is nothing but a wave within a wave. So if this is wave 1, right, inside wave 1 we know it can be an impulsive wave or it can be a diagonal, right? Can be a diagonal also, right? Similarly, in your wave 2, we know what? We know that this can be an ABC, it can be WXY, it can be, it can be WXY also. We all know all those kind of structures. Why? Because this is a corrective state. This is a corrective wave in the market. Now, next we have wave 4. Right? We know that wave 4 is after, it comes after your wave 3, after trending move. It's the distribution stage. Now, what are the different possibilities? Now, before we get into all that, what I want you to note is that when you see a full market cycle, right, this entire thing, if you see one full market cycle, you note that this entire market cycle can be just wave 1 of a very large time frame and wave 2 of another large time frame. You can start a major move in the market like this, right? This is something investors, it will be very helpful for you, right? If you look at weekly time frame, monthly time frame, all that. And for traders, it will be very helpful if you know what is happening on a daily huge, like daily time frame, which wave is forming. So you know what is forming in smaller time frames, BT, ST, STBT, right? So you know which time frame, which wave is forming in the market. For the ease of understanding, I have already marked all the waves here, right? So you can take a screenshot of this and keep it in your desktop or monitor, wherever you want to keep it, right? It'll be easier for you to know that this wave possibility can be formed here. So let's me just quickly go through it here. Impulse wave, wave 1, and diagonal LD, leading diagonal, right? This is in your wave 1, right? Wave 1, we know that wave 1 can make an impulse or a diagonal LD. Now wave 2 can make your ABC flat 3 times. What are the 3 types of flat? Irregular flat, regular flat, and expanded flat. Then you have your WXYZ, double zigzag, and triple zigzag pattern. Similarly, your third wave is always an impulse, and in a diagonal, within a diagonal, you can make a possible 3-wave structure if the entire move is a thing. If your entire move is a diagonal, for example, if you know that this entire move is a diagonal, if this entire impulse is a diagonal, there's a good chance even wave 3 can make a 3-wave structure. We'll come to that in the diagonals part. Right now, when you understand how to calculate diagonals, we'll get there. Now, for you to understand, wave 4 is your ABC flat 3 types, WXYZ, that's your double zigzag and triple zigzag, triangle. And my question to you, can wave 4 make a diagonal? If yes, please type in the comments yes. If no, please type in the comments no. It does not matter if you're right or wrong, you are learning. Okay, so if you know the answer, try it out. Impulse wave 5, it can be diagonal, and ED, what is this? Ending diagonal. Okay, we know that these are the different types of waves within a wave. Now here, if I just draw this, you understand that this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Within each wave, within each one, first wave or second wave or third wave, there are subwaves. Now, what we want to learn in this part is how do I calculate them? Okay, how do I calculate? If I calculate wave 2, till where can wave 2 go? So what will I do? First, I will check the retracement levels of wave 1, and I will check the subwaves. Second thing, I'll check the subwaves of wave 2. If it's forming an A, B, C pattern, right, I know exactly where C will end. When it is likely to match with your retracement, you will know the next huge wave is going to start, which is your wave 3, and you want to capture it. Similarly, if your entire move is over here, you know wave 4, you can calculate most probable scenario where wave 4 can end. Yes, you have to study the internal structure, and you can do the retracement of the move, right? You have two scenarios where you get good confirmation. We will learn this. Again, this is not going to be a textbook method, something which I have noticed in the market. That is what I want to share with all of you. You can read textbooks, you can read, you know, internet sources for your waves, but I am trying to teach you something which I have seen through the market as a live experience. Like I keep saying, you cannot read a textbook and learn driving. Similarly, in trading, you cannot read a textbook and go to the market and say, I know how to trade, right? So my aim is to bridge the gap between your knowledge which you have and what knowledge you will gain through the market. So your learning curve will be faster, right? So now, once your main wave entire is finished, you know that there's going to be a correction in the market. Now, till where can this correction go, right? That you will calculate through your retracement levels. Next, you will check the internal structure of your correction. Larger type correction, you will see the internal structure. So what are they? You know that wave A can make ABC pattern. It can make different types of flats, right? Can it make a flat pattern is my question to you now. Can wave A make a flat pattern? My question to you is, can A make a wave flat pattern? This is wantedly I have placed it here. I want you to answer this. It can wave A make a flat pattern? Then we have your WXYZ and diagonal. This is your leading diagonal. Why is it leading? Because this is the first part of a wave structure. Okay, that is why it's a leading diagonal. Now, wave B. Wave B, we already know it's the most dangerous wave within ABC. Within ABC, the most dangerous wave is wave B, right? It can form any structure. Okay, it can form any structure. The last one is your C wave. Your C wave can form an impulse or a diagonal ED. Why is it important for us to study the C wave? It does not matter if you leave A wave, it does not matter. If you leave your B wave, it does not matter. But it is very important for you to study C wave, because after the C wave only the new rally or decline or a trending move will start in the market, right? So this is what you already know. Just to clarify it, that we can calculate these waves, but it varies from market to market, structure to structure, how they may vary. This is what I aim to teach you through this intermediate stage. All right. So tools, the tools which you need. If you notice your section here on the left side, this is trading view charting platform. If you notice this part, here you can see that there is a 1 to 5 here pattern. So I'll just click it. In this, you can see that market is showing us, or sorry, the trading platform itself is showing us Elliot waves. Here you have different waves, all the waves here. And there's something, the triangle pattern. This you won't need to use it, right? You won't need to use it much. You need to use these more. Okay. You can star mark them. Each of them, you can star mark them and click the star icon here, so that you will get a favorite tab. Okay. You will get a favorite tab like this. And I have marked my favorite. So I don't need to open that every time. I can click directly from here. Okay. So that is how you can create a shortcut for yourself. And the other one we'll be using is, if you go to the lines here, we'll be using the parallel channel line. So parallel channel line for your price channel theory, we will be using it to identify important waves in the market. Okay. So we are going to combine two things. We're going to combine calculation of wave. We're going to combine subwaves. we're going to combine parallel channel line, and we're going to see all the possible structures. How can we calculate them? Okay. So I'll see you in the next part. We'll be discussing about parallel channel theory.